I wanted to take a look this morning at the Supreme Court nominee, or now sworn in, Justice Kavanaugh, in relationship to the Bar Association, which is what I have been hearing is that they're doing an investigation on him to see if they find him unsuitable due to perjury under oath or his very blatant disdain for the Democrats and Hillary Clinton, his partisanship. I think, his temperament goes without saying that he's unsuited to be a Supreme Court justice, but I wanted to take a deeper look into what the Bar Association is going to find and if anything will happen as a result of that. And I'm using the Druid Tarot deck this morning. I've already saged my cards. And Lucy Cat is sitting right behind me, so if she jumps on the table later, we'll, the signifier, the star card, are hopes and dreams, looking to the future and being someone who has one foot firmly on the ground and one on the waters. Is this someone that can be fair and unbiased? In the past, the Five of Swords, someone who has won at all costs, a seat that he has stolen, basically from the Republicans blocking Merrick Garland and pushing through Gorsuch and now Kavanaugh, but winning at all costs, and sending people away who don't respect him, who can't embrace this person, basically, and he doesn't care. He's going to send people out in the cold. In the present, the Nine of Cups, he's very content with himself and everything that he's attained. He's looking at his wealth, his riches, his treasures. He's very self-satisfied, but he has a lot of emotion. He's got a lot of cups on the table. Bar Association in relationship to Kavanaugh. What are they looking into? What are they going to find? Angels and spirits, tell us what we need to know. In the future, the Queen of Swords, the women standing in their truth. Decisions that he's made about women in the past as a federal judge and even in the lower courts. Two cards coming out here. In the past, I have the Two of Pentacles and the Empress. The money that's been involved, the balance of the money that's been involved, everything has seemed in the balance in the past, that he has kind of controlled himself somewhat, but the women, the mothers, the daughters, In the current situation, the Ace of Pentacles, gifts of money that helped him to achieve his position on the Supreme Court. The lady in this deck, in the Druid deck, she's the Empress. She's the one pregnant with possibilities. She also, besides representing mothers and women as a collective, she shows up in my readings sometimes as Russia, Mother Russia. So I'm going to continue to lay some more cards out here, but there could be, with money influences on him, there could be some ties to Russian money and donors that get money from Russia. I'm looking at the Bar Association and what they are investigating with Kavanaugh, what they will find. In the future, the magician, the man who's been able to manifest what he wants, the sleight of hand, the trickery, the deceit, the power through money. In the past, the Ace of Wands, looking at new beginnings, the opportunities that he saw to get on the Supreme Court, our hopes that we would have someone with impartiality and shed light on our judicial system, but with these new beginnings, information has been revealed in the past. We've seen what his temperament is like. In the present, the Tower, basically blowing up our Supreme Court, excuse me, with the confirmation of this person trying to blow up our judicial system. And it's money and wealth and riches. It's falling back to that 1% that is controlling. And in the future, I've got two cards. No, that's too many. The cards that are supposed to pop out will pop out. I occasionally have multiple cards pop out, but I try to continue going until it's just one or two popping out, not a whole batch. So in the future, the Four of Cups, not liking what we're offered, and the Three of Cups, people celebrating. I think this Four of Cups is going to be Kavanaugh. He's not going to like what is offered to him by the Bar Association, and people are going to celebrate. And I'm going to pull one final card for the overall Bar Association investigation of Brett Kavanaugh. Will they force him out, or will he stay? King of Pentacles. There's still a lot of money behind him. I'm going to lay a clarifier for that one more. And the Prince of Pentacles. This is new information coming forward about money. This donor who helped get him there. So I think Brett is not going to like what is offered to him. People are going to be celebrating, so whether they disbar him or just remove him from being a judge, information is going to come out about the money around him. Every reading I've done on Kavanaugh up to his confirmation kept showing something about the money. There's something about the money. And I think there's going to be more information coming out on this. I think it's going to be very upsetting for Mr. Kavanaugh, Justice Kavanaugh, but I think we're all going to be celebrating about it. Interesting too, while we're celebrating, I think more information is also going to come out on his drinking issues. I don't think he can stay sober long, and it wouldn't take much to get him in another bar fight with someone saying something to him and riling him up if he goes for a drink after work. Anyway, so that's what I'm seeing with the Bar Association investigating him. I think more information is going to come out, and it's all about the money. It's all about who paid to get him there, who paid off all his debts. He had a lot of debts that were paid off before his hearing started. How someone who was a federal judge making over $200,000 a year could have as much debt as he had. He obviously has a gambling issue or something else going on. So more information is going to come out about that money and who his donor was that's paying off his debts, and what we're going to learn about that. I think at that point, I don't know if the Bar Association, if they can just disbar him to get him out, or if it's information they'll present to the Senate, and the Senate then has information to impeach him. But right now it looks like the Bar Association investigation on him might get us more than the sham FBI investigation we got. That's it for today.